Now to the heat index. First up, Will Smith reportedly in talks to tackle the NFL's concussion problem, a hot button issue, as you know, right now. Even President Obama is raising the topic. He did at a youth event last week. Variety reporting that that Smith will play the forensic neuropathologist who first discovered the brain disease, CTE, in a professional football player, brought awareness to the public. CTE has been found in athletes with a history of repeated brain trauma. The Untitled Project is one of a number of Hollywood projects revolving around the growing concerns over concussions in the NFL. And if the NFL thinks this is going away, it is not.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Lawsuit after lawsuit. Yep.
I
think it's great that we're getting this message out. It's such an important
It is really having an impact.
It's not going away. One of the other things we saw, the headline of the Times this morning, actually one of the most popular stories on the Times website we've all been reading this morning. You can't seem to sort of concentrate during the day, when you're looking at Twitter. Exactly.
Where am I?
Exhibit A, Lara Spencer. Anyway, this op-ed actually talks about following in the footsteps of children, because they get interested in something and they concentrate on it and then they bring it to the group of their friends. And so what basically the psychologist is arguing, it's a David Brooks column, but they argue that we all should, when we get distracted, allow ourselves to go there, enjoy it, and bring it back to the group.
I love that idea.
That's when kids aren't doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is what I see.
Well, they can
all the
focus
time.
on that.
Yeah.
We have to say no screens but they do live in the moment. Children live in the moment, and I always marvel at that. And I agree, we can learn something from them.
Yeah, it's a great
If we
read.
take their devices away.
Exactly. And yours too, Amy.
I'm just speaking from personal experience. All right. Next up, researchers capturing what they believe is the first photographic evidence that babies in the womb can feel their mother's stress. Great, another thing to worry about when you're pregnant. Using 4D sonogram scanners, they created these images that found when a mother felt anxious or stressed, the baby tried to soothe itself by touching its head. Let's bring in ABC News senior medical contributor, Dr. Jen Ashton.
It just happens to pop in.
You just heard what I said.
She heard it and came running in.
That's my reaction. When you're pregnant, you're worried about doing everything right, and now it's like, great, if I'm stressed, the baby's stressed. I think I've heard that before, but is this
I
proof?
sort of always believed that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this is opening a Pandora's box. First of all, very small study. They did questionnaires for women in the second half of their pregnancy and then did 4D and 3D sonograms and tracked fetal movement. Now, they made some observations, which is always a good thing in medicine and science. They made some associations between women who said they were stressed and fetal movements. But do we know that one causes the other at this point? No.
Okay, so the babies were either maybe sucking their thumbs. What does that mean when
touching
they're
their head? Well, this is the interesting thing, you guys. I have done thousands and thousands of fetal sonograms. We actually look for flexion in the fetal arm and hand as a sign of fetal well-being. That's not a negative. We don't want a limp fetus because that can tell us that it's not getting enough oxygen.
Right.
So we need a lot more research before we can say that this in a fetus is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for an adult, if I go like this, that maybe I'm stressed, but for a fetus, you can't say that.
The takeaway, if any, though, is just, I don't you think it's great advice, though, to just namaste when you're pregnant?
Right,
just try
but
to
what
remain as calm
pregnant
as possible.
woman is not a little stressed at some point in their
believe me,
pregnancy? So
we all are, for sure. But
I say take the pressure off the pregnant woman, not give her more things to worry about.
Amen. We're going to keep saying amen
All right?
today.
Yeah, amen.
Thank you,
Is your daughter over there?
Yeah, she is over there.
Hey.
See, I was stressed in my pregnancy. Look how normal
She turned out just fine.
And a heck of a hockey player, too.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rob.
Wow.
Yeah, she's over there like this, though.
She's got her hand in her head.
A real sign.